Hi Libra, welcome back. So Libra, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so feel free to reverse the roles if needed. Also, my readings are timeless, so I trust that when this finds you, it's for you. And Libra, let's go ahead and get started. When I was meditating on the collective Libra energy before I started, I got a song as I was preparing. Pass the duchy on the left hand side. We got the beat to make you jump, jump, jump. So that song might be of significance to you and or may play into this reading. We'll see. And then I also got a very refined image of, you know, someone putting their lipstick on, putting their earrings on, combing their hair. So I feel like physical appearance, your physical body, your outlook on life, your self-image, all being highlighted during this time frame. So let's get into it, Libra, and see what we can expect. So you have the Chiron out, the 9th house of seeking and the 11th house of the edge. So Sagittarius, Aquarius energy for some of you. This is about going into this piece of you, Libra, that is more ethereal and more spiritual in nature, and using that to kind of heal some self-image or body image issues, I feel. All right, if it's not related to self-image or self-doubt, then it could be talking about just personal development and doing some cleansings with your health, you know, looking at health habits in general, etc. I think you're seeking of new ways to do things, okay? Because the 9th and the 11th house always represent to me out-of-the-box thinking, adventure, you know, wanting to explore your environment or explore more of who you are, which is certainly the reason why we're here on this planet anyways. But it does talk about higher education, your faith structures, beliefs, friendships as well, okay? Taking a look at that. It's meant to derive hope, okay? Or this energy, I should say, is deriving from or stemming from having more faith and more hope in your life, okay? This also talks about the future and planning for the future and experimenting with new ideas. So, Libra, let's see where this is headed for you. We are going to get your overall supporting energy and then the person you're dealing with, and we're going to go back and forth between what led up to this, your perception of each other, how you genuinely feel, your hopes, and most likely future outcome. So, Libra, you have the 9 of Pentacles on your side and the King of Cups on whoever you're dealing with side. So this is all about independence, self-sufficiency, being comfortable with where you're at, wanting to be more self-sufficient and independent when it comes to finances in particular, or that being highlighted during this time, right? I feel like there's some emotional things going on, Libra, that may be rising to the surface to be looked at, as often Chiron brings out issues that we have that maybe even inherited or things that we have not really dealt with, you know, sometimes rise to the surface when this card comes up, all right? But I feel like for the most part, it's about being comfortable in your own skin and being comfortable in the space that you're in and taking a look at that during this time frame. This person's energy is the King of Cups. So this is about commitments and emotional fulfillment and how they feel and self-expression, and also this person discovering some new things about themselves as far as how they handle emotion and how they how that either helps or blocks them when it comes to relationships and love and being understood, okay? So I think that this person's kind of experimenting with how they feel during this time frame, you know, maybe even trying new things or allowing their mind to maybe go into spaces where they have not allowed it to go before is kind of what I'm feeling. So let's see what led up to this, Libra. What is the recent past energy from a Libra? You have the King of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. So I feel like, yes, Libra, there's a sense of confidence here, and I heard resounding. I don't know what that means. We'll come back to that. But there's a sense of like, you know, feeling comfortable with where you're at. Yeah. And just kind of looking at your surroundings and finding things that make you comfortable within your surroundings and feeling pretty confident that you're on your right path or getting new ideas about where you want life to go in general. I feel like, to me, the Page of Swords in this depiction is all about exploring new thoughts and ideas and, you know, reading into things. It could be reading into other people's behaviors or doing your own psychology on yourself, possibly, but that's not for all of you. Some of you, it's just like, you know, being more interested in learning more about something that you're very interested in that provides you more comfort, or looking into things that, you know, you could learn and grow from. I just feel like you're in this piece of time, Libra, right now, where you're kind of seeking new information and new knowledge and new ideas, because I feel like, you know, you have come to this space. I keep hearing master class, where you are, you know, maybe the master of your trade or where you're currently at, or, you know, you may have gotten to this space in your life where you feel, you know, pretty comfortable possibly with where you're at. And so it's like wanting to add to that or have new experiences come in that intrigue you, okay? This person's recent past energy. For my Libras, 8 of Cups, Six of Swords. I have an Ace of Base song in my head. Don't turn around, I don't want you to see my heart breaking. I don't want you to see me cry. That came up when this particular card came up. So my interpretation of that song coming through right now, with this card in particular, I think I called it cup, with this card in particular, is like, this person does not like other people to see them emotional. They take it as a sign of weakness. They don't want you to know, you know, the things that they hold in, or that they're heartbroken, or whatever it is that they're coping with. I feel like this is just in general. It's like, I don't want you seeing me cry, or like, they're either not comfortable with that, or they wall off the emotional space quite a bit, which makes it difficult for them to process things and move past things as easy as they could have if they could learn how to be more expressive and open with their emotion, which interestingly enough was their overall energy, was that they were being guided to, or being led to, be more emotionally expressive in this energy. But I feel like they're very protective of how they feel, Libra, or at least I should say that's how they've been in the past, as this is past energy. But I kind of feel like this is a personality trait, past, present, future. You know what I'm saying? Not saying people can't change, but I think that this person prefers for others not to see them when they're vulnerable, not to see, you know, when they're uncertain, you know, and definitely not when they cry. So I just feel like there's a lot of pride here, possibly a lot of ego going on. But really it's just a sense of, now the rest of the song is playing in my head. Just walk away. Yeah, it's just a sense of like, they may push away or distance themselves and may even be mean about it. But really, you know, I don't think they're intending to be cruel. I think that that's just how they deal. Okay. And that must be significant to this connection, or have had an impact on it, because that's what's showing up most predominantly coming into the reading. So let's look at perception, Libra, and what your perception is of this connection, okay? Now, keep in mind, perception is in the eye of the beholder. So it may be your truth, but it may not be theirs. So you have the wheel here. Temperance, and the Magician. So I feel like, yes, Libra, I feel like when it comes to this connection and how you think about it, you feel very fortunate to have had this connection in your life, regardless of how it turns out or how it has turned out, because it's helped you to be more independent and almost help you to manage your moods more, because I feel like there's this self-sufficiency showing up again in the energy. I feel like, you know, this connection has the ability to make you feel on top of the world. You know, a yin with a yang. I feel that this person can equally match your energy. And I feel like, too, you know, you've created a lot of things because of this connection or with this person, you know, so you may be good co-creators, you know what I'm saying? If not that, then I just feel like it's pushed you to own your own power more, and so that you could be more in control of your own life path, your own life destiny. It's not even a word. Destiny, your own life destiny. And it could be because this person gave you no choice, but I just feel like there's a sense of, you know, divine timing here right now at play, as well as a feeling of success, you know, when it comes to how you think about the connection. So regardless of whatever space you've been in the past, right now you're feeling pretty successful with where you're at, I think, for most of you. And feeling pretty capable. That's the word I get. Like, when you think about this person or this connection, it's like successfully becoming more capable of creating what it is that you want in your life because of this connection or in tandem with this connection, okay? So let's see what their perception is of you, Libra. Page of Wands. Whoa. 2 of Wands, 10 of Cups. So I feel like this person here, Libra, they, you know, definitely want to strike out something anew, right? This person may feel like you're sometimes emotionally available to them and then sometimes a bit distant. But I actually feel like this person places distance in the relationship, whether they mean to or not, or within the connection, out of this sense of protecting their vulnerability. But I feel like when they think of you, they feel a lot of like emotional fulfillment, or, you know, the potential to have emotional fulfillment with you. They think about family, they think about love. I have a song in my head. I actually shared this to my Facebook the other day. You're just worried about tomorrow. The lyric is, you're just worried about tomorrow, but all I'm worried about is love. So it's like one of you is a future planner, maybe someone who's always looking at like logistical things, and the other person is more concerned with like their emotion, how they're feeling. So it's like you kind of handle the connection differently, is that in that you're in different frames of mind. And check out that song because it's playing in my head. You got caught up in the night, now that you're sorry. Those were not the words. That was the old me. I can't think about what the name of it is. Anyways, it's on my Facebook, Cherry Time Banana. Check it out. So yes, I feel like this person sees you as a go-getter. They see you as someone who, you know, likes adventure, likes fun. That also is maybe like kind of like the whole package, you know, someone that they can settle down with, someone that emotionally fulfills them, but also it can be very playful, very adventurous, very fun. You know, someone that they can plan a future with. And that's where that came from, that lyric. Like planning. This person is, I think this is the person that's more strategic, that likes to avoid emotion, and you might be the opposite of that, but take it as it resonates. It can go either way. So, gosh, that song really wants to come through now. Oh, it's a good song. They're kind of I don't want to say they're unknown, but they're not like super famous artists. So that's why I'm having trouble thinking of their name. But again, it's on my Facebook. It's just like one person is way more concerned with the love that's occurring within the relationship or the lack of, and the other person's just worried about tomorrow. Okay, so I'm not sure if that's you or them, but you'll know. So let's go deeper. Libra, that was perception, ego. Now we're going to go into the ethers, how you genuinely feel underneath all of that. And I already have 2 cards out, the 8 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, why the 3 of Swords? Knight of Swords. Yeah, I just feel like there's things about this connection that break your heart, that you avoid thinking about, you avoid at all cost, I think. You know, you avoid communicating about it. I keep getting that, an avoidance about communicating how someone feels. Now, it could be because I saw that this person isn't completely comfortable with that it's their energy, but this is showing up in your emotions. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's a sense of not feeling open to truly express how you feel because you know that this person is kind of a closed door when it comes to like really emotional exchanges, or you know, you feel like maybe you won't be heard by this person, or you know, something to do with that, because there's an avoidance of talking about things that are, you know, yet to be healed. Although I do feel you're in the healing process and kind of wanting to kind of skip out on that part and go straight to the commitment or straight to the new beginning, the new opportunity. I think emotionally, you're trying to stay committed to yourself, of course, and to what makes you feel comfortable. So I just feel like there's a lot of emphasis on on like keeping things comfortable as opposed to, you know, truly expressing everything that's being felt, because it could be uncomfortable to do so. It could be bad timing, or, you know, you're just not in that space where you feel it will be heard or received. And at the same time, I felt like crying when this card came out. Like, I feel it hurts you on a deep level, or it does break your heart that maybe you don't have that connection with this person anymore, or because the lyric that's coming in now is "You're dead set on giving me up." Suddenly the light turns on and you're dead set on giving me up. We could go a long haul. The eagles will rise up. It's like one person is feeling like giving up and the other one wants to go the long haul. That's what the song is about. So that's pretty deep, Libra. And I feel that there's a bit of like torn emotion here. That you know, I feel like when we feel split within our emotions that way, of like knowing that there's something underneath the surface, but just wanting to stay comfortable, wanting things to run smoothly, so we kind of don't acknowledge the thing that's gnawing at us the most. And that causes split energy, which is difficult to maintain because it doesn't allow you to be fully present in the present moment. And it can be painful, you know, to continue to ignore that. So I feel that this is something that is going to bubble to the surface for a lot of you, because there needs to be a more thought out, like long-term decision here for some of you, and someone's avoiding that. So let's see what this person's emotions are, the depths underneath what they are thinking. Where are they at emotionally? 9 of Swords, the Star. So this person is having their own internal struggle, okay? 9 of Swords, the Star, the Moon, and the 5 of Wands. So it's almost like identical to your energy, but yet no expression of it, or at least in the past having difficulty expressing that. We'll see if it will be expressed going into the future. But the moon to me is always, when it shows up in the emotional space, suppression of emotion. So I feel like this person on a deep level, they fear losing you, Libra, or they have a lot of fears around not getting what they're wishing for, or, you know, things that they really want not coming to fruition. Like, there's a lot of fear energy going on in this person's emotional self, and it could be coming from a place of worry or concern as well, about themselves or you. But I feel like this person, they try not to let you see it. They do. They try not to let you see it. They don't want you to know that they're having this tug of war. They don't want to, I heard, upset the apple cart, you know. So instead, they instead of battling it out with you, Libra, they're battling it out with themselves. Like almost having like an inner dialogue conversation that's going back and forth, you know, within them. And that can be quite painful as well, right? When your emotions are telling you one thing and your mind is telling you another, you know. So I feel like this person's trying to avoid the thought of something, or of you maybe even, but they're trying, like, it's avoidance, right? But yet you can't avoid what's always there, and it's always there, and they're trying to heal that, but they have not really dealt with things appropriately. So it becomes this tension that they're feeling, that may even erupt in like a defensive or protective or conflict-ridden way, okay? And it's just coming from like this deep sense of not being able to figure it out. Now I have the lyric in my head again. You're dead set on giving it up. But trust. So let's see hopes for my Libras. What is your hope in regards to this connection? Four of Pentacles. So you're hoping to hold on. You know, you're a bit closed off in your energy, okay? And that's because, like I said, I saw all these things going on with you emotionally. It's really interesting to me because the way that you were thinking about it was like, wow, I'm really fortunate to have gone through that, or to have this connection in my life, but then still being of two hearts, you know, when it comes to the connection in general, and then being a bit closed off here in the energy. But I feel like you're really holding on to, you know, what you want for yourself, and I think what you want for yourself is someone with common goals as you, okay? I think, you know, what you want is someone who understands yourself, your faith, your beliefs, someone that you can feel comfortable with, but not just comfortable with, someone that you can seek something new, learn something new about, you know what I'm saying? And that could be this person, and it may not be this person. It'll be different for each of you, but I feel like that's kind of where your desire is going towards. This person's energy, or hope I should say, is the Ace of Wands. They want intensity, they want desire, they want passion, attraction, magnetic, you know, type of vibes. So that's what they're looking for. You know, this person could have an edge about them that you would like. You may not admit that you like it, but you like it. You know, as I feel that for some of you, all right? So let's look at future energies here, Libra, and see where this is headed. Now, keep in mind that you're in charge of your future energy because you have free will. So I'm just giving you a snapshot of the most likely outcome, but that's always changeable. You have Justice here, the Tower, the Three of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. So I feel like you know, justice is your energy. You're ready for a change, all right? You want more balance in your life, and you've seen it from both sides of the coin, and ready for more adventures in your life. That's what I felt. Ready to embark on some new experiences and learn some new things. And that's going to require for you to walk away from something or someone or emotions and thoughts that don't serve you anymore. And it's just like letting it burn is what I heard, you know, or and I have Usher in my head. Yeah. Let me get one more on that. 8 of Cups for my Libra. It's just like, yeah, you need to walk away from things that emotionally drain you, you know, and it's so interesting. So the human psyche is so interesting. And Libra, I think that you'll agree with me here because you're a very analytical zodiac sign. It's like sometimes things we know aren't in our highest good, but we don't place our boundaries or we don't walk away for whatever reason. And a lot of time it's because we don't want to upset the apple cart. We don't want to make other people uncomfortable. You know, we don't want to be judged, things like that. Even though we know it's an emotionally draining situation, or we know that, you know, there's something better, newer, different out there. It's like not following your intuition and ignoring that. And that is causing a separation within yourself, a separation of thought and emotion, a separation from your higher self and lower self. And so it's like, Libra, you have a choice here in the future energy, right? You can accept that there needs to be some changes and use that as fuel to move you forward in the energy, and therefore new beginnings and actually new opportunities for some things come through. And or if you continue to hold on to whatever this is that's draining you emotionally, this, you know, thought process, person, place, job, whatever it is, and you ignore your intuition for the sake of feeling comfortable, you're not going to be punished, but things won't change. You know, you'll continue to feel this back and forth type of energy, and it brings about a sense of discomfort, which I don't think that's where you want to be. I don't. So I feel like, you know, it's like time to handle things here, or pay attention to your intuition, get back in touch with that piece of you so that you can stay balanced, so that these changes can work in your favor, Libra, as opposed to working against you. So let's see what this person's energy is going into the future. The Magician. Woo. All right, the World, the Hangman, 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. So this person is, you know, split in their energy as well, okay? So I feel like they're trying to manifest something here. They're trying to get out of this tug of war, but because emotionally they have not fully made up their mind about what it is that they're going to do or what they want, etc., it just ends up splitting their energy more, and they keep going back and forth, which keeps them stuck and keeps them you know, feeling like this sense of feeling tired all the time, or mentally exhausted, or some of them emotionally exhausted, you know, feeling like they cannot move out of this space. And yet the World is here to show that they are, you know, able to successfully come out of this if they just get a different perspective on what it is that they're feeling. And it begins with being okay with letting Libra in, or letting others know how they actually feel, and being more authentic with it. Then it doesn't have to be a power struggle all the time. And I feel like there's some sort of power struggle going on as well. Because it's like this person's almost kind of being pushed to the edge a little bit emotionally, so that they are kind of forced to see it from another person's perspective or from your perspective, so that this can close out and something new can come through, because after the 10 is the 1. But because there's so much back and forth, it's like delaying the progress. It's not preventing progress, it's delaying progress. So I feel like this person's being guided to express more, stay more emotionally committed to where they're at. And Libra, you're kind of going in this back and forth between asking yourself, you know, do you want more comfort in your life or more new ways of living, new ways of doing? And that's kind of up to you as to which direction you want to go. But it's like before either of you can do that, there needs to be some sort of healing, like a growth period that's happening emotionally, or amends for some of you if you have not made amends with the situation, for yourself, in order to pull in this seeking and edgy energy, which I think that both of you will benefit from, whether you're in this person's life or not. But it's like it's going to come to a close or come to a conclusion, I think, during this time period either way, because it's just simply time. But it could be a lot sooner, a lot faster, a lot easier if the underlying emotions that are going on both sides are, you know, expressed, to be quite honest with you. If not expressed, at least internally processed, okay, so that there can be true new beginnings for both. Because Libra, I do see some positive movement forward here coming, and some changes coming here that are going to help you to feel more in tune and balanced in your life. And actually, your energy leading up into now has been pretty consistently good. And so I feel like you're like on the right trajectory. It's just like this little knot in the string, so to speak, that needs to be looked at during this time frame. And I also feel kind of that energy on this person's side. All right. So Libra, I'm going to leave it there for now. Zodiac signs you could be dealing with, I'll tell you the primary ones that I'm seeing. But keep in mind, it's a general reading, so it could be any zodiac sign, okay? So I have Sagittarius here, and Aquarius energy, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Sagittarius, Aquarius again, Pisces. Yes, those are the predominant zodiac signs that I'm seeing. But like I said, keep in mind, it's a general reading. If it resonated, awesome. Do let me know down in the comments below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. You can catch me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. I do go live there as well. So that's Tarot Time with Dana. Also linked in the description box below. If you like what I'm wearing today, you can get this in my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com. Linked in the description box below as well. I also added a donation feature for those of you who would like to donate to the channel in the About section of my YouTube. Either way, Libra, I'm wishing you the very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.